So, dear friends, let's talk about the new revised English syllabus. In our English textbook, poetry section is included. I am talking about today the 2.1 poem. The name of the poem is Song of the Open Road. It is written by the poet Walt Whitman. Here, I am reading the poem first, then I discuss one by one. I cover the point. I am reading the poem first, then I will discuss glossary, introduction of the poet, introduction of the poem, and then I shall explain explanation stanza wise. Here, friends, it is a very interesting poem. It is included in our English new syllabus. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. Hey thee free and the world before me. The long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself am good form. Henceforth I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticisms. Strong and content, I travel the open road. The earth that is insufficient, the earth that is sufficient, I do not want the constellations any nearer. I know they are very well where they are. I know they suffice. I know they suffice for those who belong to them. I carry, sorry, I carry my old delicious burdens. I carry my old delicious burdens. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. Here I am reading the introduction of the poem, Song of the Open Road. What do you think so, friends? The title of the poem is very nice, Song of the Open Road. It is a classic travel poem by Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman is not an Indian poet, he is a foreign poet. It is a beautiful mixture of self awareness, free will, and tenderness of heart. In this poem, it is free verse. Free verse means we call it in Marathi मुक्त छंद. मुक्त छंद आपण असं म्हणतो, काव्य जो प्रकार असतो किंवा काव्याचे वेगवेगळे प्रकार असतात, त्या काव्य प्रकारातला हा एक प्रकार म्हणजे मुक्तछंद. आणि त्या मुक्तछंद प्रकारातली ही कविता जी आपण शिकणार आहोत यावर्षी, सॉन्ग ऑफ द ओपन रोड. I come to the point. In this free verse composition, he celebrates the outdoors, the road in particular, as a metaphoric space of free spirit. When men come together irrespective of their social status, a road is something everyone. A road is something everyone, be rich or poor, uses, and hence it builds association among the people. The poet addresses the poem to the reader with a view to stir in them a feeling of freedom. The thought of the freedom, a feeling of the freedom is expressed in this poem. The road signifies mobility. The road signifies mobility as anyone can take a road. It implies that one can start over and head towards something new. So let's see about the poet Walt Whitman. His period is 1819 to 1892. He was an American poet. If we are studying the literature of English, so we should know the poet and poetess of Indian literature as well as foreign literature. Foreign poets, foreign poetess, Indian poet, Indian poetess. But here Walt Whitman was American poet. He uses, he called the father of free verse. So you know that here the poet has got the father of free verse. The poet has called free verse. He is named as the father of free verse. He grew up in Huntington in a very poor family. His works are celebrated across the world, and his poem, O Captain, My Captain, written on the death of Abraham Lincoln, is extremely popular. It was very popular poem of Walt Whitman. This section of Song of the Open Road is an excerpt from his major work, Leaves of Grass. From Leaves of Grass, the part of this poem is taken by the poet. So let's see now the simple summary of the poem, Song of the Open Road. Whitman separates the section of the poem into four separate free verse stanzas. Free verse stanzas, there are free verse stanzas. Total stanzas are four, and these are free verse. The first stanza contains 3 lines. The other 3 contain 4 lines each, and the poem is told from a first person point of view, and the speaker is the poet himself. या ठिकाणी कवी जो आहे, जो कविता इथं जो स्पीकर जो आहे या कवितेचा तो स्वतः आहे, द पोएट हिमसेल्फ टॉकिंग अबाउट द थीम. Let's see the first stanza. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road, up to wherever I choose. I do not repeat again the first stanza's lines. I come to the explanation of the stanza first. Here, the speaker is setting out on the open road on foot. He is light-hearted, and he opens to all that there is to experience. He shared his experience. Additionally, the road presents him with endless opportunities. He can choose to go wherever he pleases. It was the explanation of first stanza. Then I come to the next stanza. Henceforth I ask not good fortune, up to I travel the open road. Here, the second stanza continues the thoughts expressed in the first 3 lines. Here the speaker says that he doesn't have to hope for good luck because he is the maker of his own luck. म्हणजे कवी म्हणतो की माझं नशीब जे आहे ते स्वतःचं नशीब मी घेऊन आलेलो आहे. मला कोणाच्या दैवावरती विश्वास नाही, तर मी स्वतःचं नशीब बनवणारा मीच आहे. आय शॅल मेक माय फॉर्च्यून माय सेल्फ. माझं नशीब जे आहे, जे गुडलक आहे, ते मी स्वतः तयार करणार आहे. He will no longer cry or hesitate to do what he wants because he doesn't need anything. त्याला कशाची गरज वाटत नाही कवीला. He is no longer content with the monotony of routine, and he is strong. He is very happy to be on the open road. In the next stanza, in the third stanza, let's see now, friends. Stanza starts with the earth dash dash who belong to them. In the third stanza, the poet makes reference to the earth and stars. He says the earth is enough for him. He doesn't desire to be any closer to people with influence. It means that he does not consider himself as one among the people who belong to constellations. Constellations means here destiny. The simple meaning of this difficult word constellations, CONSTELLATIONS, constellations means fate, nasib, destiny. Third meaning, influential group of people. So here again poet says that he doesn't consider himself as one among the people who belongs to constellations. In the last stanza, in the fourth stanza, the poet expresses his view. He says this stanza is distinct from rest of the poem due to the use of parenthesis. As an afterthought, the speaker admits that he carries the memories, old delicious burdens. Here the word old delicious burdens come. Delicious means here pleasant and delightful. So old delicious burdens of the people he comes across in life. He cannot rid himself. He cannot rid himself of them. Instead of, he tries to return the favor by filling those people with fond memories. So it was the interesting poem. It was written by Walt Whitman.